Hey Sugaristas, Stephanie King here, Director of Education for Tamara Sugar. Today I'm coming at you with something really exciting, the DEO 900cc double sugar warmer. This is one of my favorite sugaring toys. It's been available in the UK and throughout Europe for many years, but now it is coming to the US. And I know many of you are interested in getting your hands on this because you DM me about it all the time. So I am excited to partner up with DEO to share with you a bit more about how to make this warmer work. It's an extremely effective warmer. It does exactly what you want it to do for sugaring, and it's really cost effective too. So there's like a lot of boxes getting checked with this new warmer that's coming your way. And so what I have here today is a standard paste or smooth and a strong paste, or also known as firm. And I have set my temperature settings at 105 and 110. And that is what I would consider a maintenance setting for these two sugar pastes. But I want to walk you through just a couple of the setups for getting your warmer started, how to maintenance heat it, and then also how to fast heat it, because we all know that quick heating your paste is really, really important if you're running late, if you have an early morning client or anything like that where you need to get the sugar paste up to temperature quickly. We can absolutely do that with this warmer with zero risk of cooking your tub of sugar paste, crystallizing it, turning it into syrupy, crystally consistency. We do not want that to happen. So one of the coolest things is that when you shut this warmer off, which I'm going to highly recommend that you do every night, this is a little bit different than what we're accustomed to in the US using sugar paste warmers. Many of us have gotten into what maybe even a little bit of a bad habit of keeping our sugar paste warmers on all night forever and ever and ever. I know I did it. I know a lot of you do it too. With these warmers, I really want to encourage you to shut them off at night. Just click the little button in the back and give your sugar paste a chance to relax and give your warmer a chance to cool down overnight. Because in the morning, you'll be able to quick heat your sugar paste without any concern. So as long as you've got, I'd say 20 minutes, you're in good shape. So one of the cool things is when I flip the warmer on, it remembers my previous temperature settings. Now, since you're watching this on video, this might be a little bit blurry, but what I have here is, oops, I'm gonna dial it up one. I've got my smooth paste at 105 degrees Fahrenheit, and I've got my strong paste at 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, as you already know, sugar paste likes to be heated to about body temperature. You might be looking at these settings and saying, well, that's certainly higher than body temperature, although not by too much. And that's because it's winter here and the temperature in my room is a little bit on the cooler side. You're always going to want to take into consideration the temperature of your treatment room and any climate conditions that you're up against when heating your paste. So 105 and 110 is perfect maintenance temperature for my standard or my medium sugar paste and my firm sugar paste. And you can probably guess if I wanted to use a soft paste in here, I could just go down another 5 to 10 degrees for maintenance on that. So you come in and you flip it on. Now, maybe you have a client that's coming in 30 minutes. So this type of temperature setting is not going to work for you to get your paste where you need it. All you need to do is come to your little button here, press and hold it down. These canisters heat individually so you can have different consistencies on each side. And what I recommend doing is just taking it all the way up. Now, this isn't necessary for the tubs I have in here because I've already heated them in this way this morning, just to show you the consistency they come to. But we go up to 140, and you'll find we have a PDF guide that has a much more specific outlining of temperatures. But at that 140, you're gonna get a pretty fast heat, certainly with firmer pastes, or if you've taken your paste out of a cabinet that's really cold, it might take a little bit longer. But in my experimentation, you're able to get a medium consistency of sugar paste up to temperature within 15 to 20 minutes. And for stronger paste, maybe 25 to 30 minutes at max. At least in 15 minutes, you have sugar paste that you can get out of the tub. So it's like good enough to get you started. So fast heating is totally doable without any concern for over cooking your paste. Can you overheat your paste and make it too soft to work with at 140? Yes, you can. So after you check your paste and you're really happy with the consistency of it, all you need to do is take your temperature settings back down to maintenance. So we just drop them right down to where they were. Now, wherever I set these at and they sit for a few moments, when I shut the warmer off, that's the temperature the warmer is going to remember. So just bear in mind, if you shut your warmer off when it's on high temperature, that it's going to remember that in the morning. So just make sure that's what you want. So I'm going back down to maintenance mode for these. Maintenance mode is for a full tub of sugar. Now, a lot of times people ask, what would be the temperature setting if I only have a half tub? So instead of creating some huge mathematical formula around it, here's a really simple way to figure it out. So right now I'm at 110 on maintenance, okay? If I was doing a fast heat on a half tub at 140, and I intended to do that for 20 minutes, I can do the same fast heat on a half tub at 140, but do it for 10 minutes. So don't worry so much about adjusting the temperature. It's really about adjusting the time. So half tub or quarter tub of sugar paste will take in proportion less time to heat than a full tub. Hope that makes sense. So if you've got those little tubs with just a tiny bit at the bottom, you don't need to dial the temperature setting down too much lower, but bear in mind, if you've got 1/10 of a tub, then you need to heat it at 140 for about 1/10 of the time. So a couple minutes, basically. If you follow those guidelines, you'll be in a pretty safe position to never open your sugar paste and go, oh my gosh, this is way too soft, or oh my gosh, this is way too hard to work with. So both sides heat individually, which is great. And I want to share with you another little pro tip. And so if you have access to our how-to guide, there's a whole pro tip section, but here I'll share it with you on video. If you're working with 3 consistencies of sugar paste, which is extremely common, right? Maybe you want to use a soft, a standard, and a firm consistency of paste. You've got intimate sugaring clients coming in, and you've got back sugaring, and you've got legs. So you're going to need that more soft, pliable paste, but you're also going to need that firmer paste for terminal hair extraction. No problem. Here's my suggestion to you. Obviously, you can invest in getting more warmers. That's one option. Another really great option is to fast heat one of your consistencies of paste that you're going to use the least. So let's say I start my day and I've got a good lineup of intimate sugaring clients and maybe some facial sugaring, and then a little bit, maybe 2 or 3 clients into my day, I've got legs. I'm going to focus on what I need in the morning first and foremost, but what you can do is anytime you take a tub of sugar out of a warmer that's been fully heated, you can set it on the counter, and based on my experiments, it will maintain a good amount of pliability for anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes. So that means I've got usable paste I can set on the sideline while I put a new tub in here. So get those pastes that you need to do those first few clients up and heated and ready to go. Once one is pliable, so say in this case I would need the strong, maybe a little bit less, I'll take it out and I'll put a soft paste in here to get ready for those legs and backs that I'm going to be doing later in the day. Pop the soft in here, bring it up to temperature. You can use the quick heating settings or the maintenance settings, and then pull the ultra out and pop your strong back in. Now I've got warm, soft paste sitting on the counter, and I've got warm standard and warm firm paste. I've got the whole lineup all heated up, ready to go. So this is just a quick preview into what you can do with these warmers and how to work them. We're going to be doing more educational videos for you, and definitely get the how-to guide if you don't have it already, if you want a little bit more of a breakdown on maintenance settings and fast heating settings. And the last tip I'll give you is to always keep an eye on the clock. It's extremely easy. I know I've done it a million times. To turn the sugar on really high, thinking that you need to get it ready really quick, and then maybe going for a coffee run or getting distracted by a conversation with a client, only to realize that maybe you've left the paste on now for an hour, perhaps you had a cancellation, and it's turned a little bit too soft for your preference or skill level. Remember that you'll never have to worry about burning, but certainly you can get your paste to a point where it's just falling off your hand, and that's not going to work for your client. So keep an eye on the clock. I love to wear a digital watch, set a little timer, or just set a timer on your phone for like 15 to 20 minutes, just to keep your eye on. I've got sugar paste heating and I want it to be perfect. Okay, so hit me up with any questions you have. Happy to help in any way, and super excited for you guys to finally get to experience using these DEO double warmers. Okay, until then, bye.